Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And we are still schlepping our way through Mahler. Oh my goodness, this is video number in this series? Oh, I don't know, 22. Ooh, baby. Well, we're closing in on the end. Just the grand finale is coming. I don't know how grand it'll be, but it will be a finale. We have in this pile a bunch of fifths and Das Lied von der Erdes and a few other goodies. So let's get right to it, shall we? We have first Boulez doing Mahler 6 with the Vienna fill. Well, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not, Boulez is such a cool conductor. I mean, emotionally cool. And Mahler 6, it just needs to have more oomph. I mean, you've got Bernstein doing the same thing with the Vienna fill, and it's a knockout, absolutely stunning, and actually more responsive to the details of Mahler's score than this is, because Boulez was somebody who would sort of glide over the more emotional climaxes. It's all sort of in proportion, but emotionally it's on a small scale. However nicely played it may be. And it's a little surprising because, Boulez was supposed to be someone who was very, very accurate in his attention to these details. And sometimes he was, but sometimes he wasn't. And sometimes he didn't see the forest for the trees. And that's what happens in some of these pieces and some of these performances. But, it's Boulez's Mahler. Some people like it that way. I can't imagine why, but they do. So that's that. Then we've got, the fifth with Neumann and the Czech fill. Yeah, this is his digital remake. It's considerably better than the Superphone recording. It really is. Very, very well recorded. And, at the end of Neumann's career, as a conductor and as a Mahlerian to whom he was devoted for his entire career. So it's definitely worth hearing, and it's a good performance. Really very, very good performance. Then I've got a pile of Das Lied von der Erdes. First, Giulini with Brigitte Fassbender and Francisco Ariza. I like this Das Lied. It's pretty good. It has some strangeness in Abschied, both sonically in terms of the balances, and also at the very end, when she comes in with Die Liebe all'uber alle. Mahler actually marked it to be conducted in 1, which means a very, very quick tempo. And Giulini tries it. It doesn't quite work. It's a little bit too hasty. It's sort of surprising, but it's still a 30-minute and change their Abschied, so I can't complain that much. With the Berlin fill playing quite well, interesting performance, and one of Giulini's better Mahler recordings too. It's very good. Then we've got Berlin and Karajan with Ludwig and Kolo. Oh, this is weird. This is just weird. First of all, the singing is very nice. It really, really is. But the conducting and the orchestra sounds so, it just sounds undernourished. It really does. I mean, there's no tam-tam and Abschied, very little anyway. You wonder what Karajan is. It's almost like his Wagner, that ring, which was very transparent and very lightweight. Well, this is in that school. And it doesn't entirely work. It really doesn't. Although, like I said, the singing is quite fine. And it was his first essay into Mahler and, Major Mahler. And so it was, going to be the Karajan Mahler. No. Then we've got Das Lied von der Erde and the fourth with Kletzki. These are very good performances. They really, really are. Das Lied has Murray Dickey and Fischer-Dieskau. Fischer-Dieskau is in better voice than he was for Bernstein in his remake on Decca with the Vienna fill. And it's with the Philharmonia, and Kletzki was a very fine Mahler conductor when he wanted to be. I mean, he did that awful ninth with the Israel fill that had cuts, and he did the first with also had cuts in the finale. But he was sort of devoted to kind of devoted to Mahler. And it's a good Das Lied. The fourth has Emmy Luce as the soprano, and she's very nice. You also have the Adagietto from the Fifth Symphony in here. I like this fourth as well. The only thing it's lacking are trumpets at the climax of the Adagio. I mean, they're there, obviously, but they just need to ring out more than they do. Some people prefer to have the horns take first position, because they do have the tune after all. I get that, but it could be better. And the Schubert Rosamunde Overture, which is, of course, die Zauberharfe. It's not really Rosamunde, and I played that back in the day as a timpanist. And so here we go. It's a Kletzki disc, and his Mahler is worth preserving, at least these two performances, for sure. Mahler 5 with Chicago and Abbado. Yes, what a lovely performance of the Fifth that nobody pays much attention to. And it's really very, very good. I mean, it's a beautiful performance. The Adagietto is quite slow, almost 12 minutes. Ooh, daring. But it's exciting, and you've got the Chicago Symphony again. It's like, Schulte, only with finesse. And a little bit more interpretive thought, I think, sometimes. Although Schulte's Mahler Fifth with Chicago, the first one anyway, was really, really good too. But I like Abbado's Chicago Mahler by and large. I really do. And it's terribly underrated, so I hung on to these because his remakes were almost never as good. Tenstedt Mahler 5. This is his live one from 1988. All of his live recordings have things that sort of go wrong in spots. Some iffy playing here and there, but they are intense, exciting and intense. And this is exciting and intense. It really is. I mean, all of his live Mahler is just fun to listen to, and I'm glad that they were able to do this. So that's a keeper. Boulez Mahler 5 with Vienna Phil. I find this to be really undercharacterized. As time has gone on, it has become less and less interesting as a performance. Initially, a lot of these Boulez recordings, they were kind of fresh and a little bit different, and that was good. But the more I repeat them, the less there is to go back and listen to. There are things that other people did better, quite frankly. And this is a case in point. I mean, you've got an 18-minute scherzo. Not bad idea. Vienna plays very well for him. He takes 11 minutes over the Adagietto. He doesn't race through it. It's not emotionally lacking. It's all just a touch bland. It really is. And what can I tell you? I wish it weren't. But here's something that isn't planned. Here's the first Neumann Mahler 5 with the Gewandhaus. Now, I've been praising his Gewandhaus Mahler. He did 5, 6, 7, and 9 with the Gewandhaus. And this is really, really good. And fresh and lively, and it's that wonderful Eastern European sound, which is gone, by the way. It was recorded in 1967. So yeah, kind of nifty and definitely worth hearing. Finally, Mahler 5 with Scherchen. Oh, Scherchen was so bizarre in this piece. But this is not his most bizarre performance. This is the mono one. This is on Westminster? Yeah, Westminster. And eek. What is this happening here? Oh, this is the Westminster Legacy little extra booklet thing that came with it. He did some performances of this that were just nuts. Here the Adagietto is normal. It's 9 minutes and 15 seconds. He did one with Philadelphia where it was like 15 minutes or something. Yeah, totally crazy. This is a Sensible Shoes Mahler Fifth. But there have been many other better Mahler Fifths, and it doesn't even have, all the Scherchen craziness, like the one with the scherzo that he cut from 18 minutes to 5 minutes by doing cutting the whole thing. It went da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, clink, clink, yump, bump, yump, bump. That was the whole scherzo. It's in mono. I collect Scherchen just because Scherchen was so weird. Here he's not weird enough to be all that interesting, frankly. And there you have it, my friends. Another pile of Mahler, an interesting clump of Mahler. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.